Hello students, this is physics session for class 9th. As you know, in the last class I had discussed first equation of motion by graphical method. Today I am going to derive second equation of motion by graphical method. So let us see, when a body is moving in a straight line with a uniform acceleration, then how can we derive second equation of motion for this body? So, suppose a body is moving with initial velocity u in a straight line and after time t, its final velocity becomes v. Let displacement be s. Actually, first of all, we suppose a body is moving in a straight line with initial velocity u, means it has some initial velocity and it is moving in a straight line. Okay? And after time t, its final velocity becomes v, and let the displacement covered by the body be s. Here s means displacement. Okay. So, we can consider the graph, velocity time graph. So, let us see. On x axis we represent time and on y axis we represent velocity. Okay. It is origin, here AB is actually velocity time graph. On x axis we represent time and on y axis we represent velocity. From B, drop a perpendicular on the x axis, it is let BD, and from B drop perpendicular on y Okay. From A, draw parallel line which is parallel to OD. It is C. So, you can see AC is parallel to OD. Okay. And now OD represent time because it is on the time axis. So, it also represents time. Let time is t. Okay. And OA, what does OA represent? It represents initial velocity. So, it is OA, it is initial velocity. Actually, if velocity time graph starts from origin, then it means it is starting from rest. Okay. But you can see this graph does not start from origin, it means the body has some initial velocity, or you can say the body is moving with some initial velocity which is not 0. Okay. Now, OA, it is initial velocity, and this one is from B to this much PD. It shows final velocity and it is denoted by V. Okay. So, now you can see distance covered. Actually, the body is moving in a straight line. So, the magnitude of distance covered is same as magnitude of displacement. Okay. So, distance covered means displacement covered, and this is equal to, from velocity time graph, distance covered is equal to area under VT graph. Okay. From this graph, distance covered, or you can say displacement, this is equal to area under VT graph. So, this is velocity time graph, and area under this graph means, you can see this. This shows area under velocity time graph. Now, you can see O, A, B and D. This whole diagram shows area under VT graph. We can write it separately, we can draw it. You can see the diagram is like something like this. O, A, B, D. Okay. Can you say how does it look like? What does represent this diagram? Actually, this diagram is trapezium OABD. OABD. It represent trapezium. So it means area under VT graph is actually area of trapezium OABD. Okay, OABD. This is trapezium. Now, do you know the formula to find out area of trapezium? This is half into sum of parallel side into height. Okay, half into sum of parallel side into height. Now you can see which two sides are parallel. So you can see OA, this side OA, it is parallel to this side, means OA and BD, these two sides are parallel. So we can write here half OA plus BD into height. Actually, height means perpendicular distance between the parallel side. So these OA and BD are parallel side, and you can see OD is perpendicular distance between the two parallel side. This is perpendicular distance. So you can see this is height. Okay. So height means it is OD. Okay. And now you can see from velocity time graph we can find out these values. So from VT graph, now you can see OA. OA is equal to what? It is equal to initial velocity u. So OA equal to u, and now BD. BD is equal to, this is BD, this is BD, and BD represent final velocity, it is v. Okay. And now you can see OD. You can see here OD is equal to AC. OD, it is equal to AC, and it is equal to what? Actually it is OD and it is AC. So OD is equal to AC because this is rectangle. So it represent time. Okay. Now putting all these values in this, so putting the values, now you can see distance covered is equal to displacement, and here displacement BS. So this is distance covered. So we can write here S, it is equal to half OA. You can see OA equal to U. So we can write here U plus BD. BD means final velocity. It is final velocity, and into OD. You can see here OD is equal to AC equal to T. So we can write here T. Okay. Now you can take a screenshot of it. Now you can see distance covered, that is equal to displacement, because the body is moving in a straight line. Okay. Distance covered is equal to area under VT graph, means area under velocity time graph. So this is the area, this is velocity time graph. So this is area under VT graph. Okay. So as you can see, the area which is shaded, this is just like trapezium. You have studied in earlier classes trapezium. So this shaded portion looks like trapezium. So area of trapezium OABD. Okay. As you know, area of trapezium, it is equal to half into sum of parallel side into height, means distance between parallel side. Okay. Sum of parallel side. So you can see OA and BD, OA and BD, these two sides are parallel. So OA plus BD into height. Height means the distance between parallel side. Okay. So this is perpendicular distance. You can say AC or OD. This is distance between parallel side. So we write here OD, and now you can see from velocity time graph, OA, it represents initial velocity, then BD, it represents final velocity, and OD equal to AC, and this is equal to T, means it represents time. Okay. Now we put all these values in this equation. So when we put these values, we find distance covered, it is, we have already supposed, it is S. So this is equal to half into U means OA, OA means U, plus BD, it is final velocity, bracket close, into OD means T. Okay. Now Now let us start from the last step, that is S equal to half u plus v into t. Okay. In the last class, I had told you three equations of motion, and the second equation of motion was S equal to ut plus half at square. We have to prove this equation. Okay. So, you can see in this equation final velocity is not here. Okay. So, you can see now at this step there is v, it means it is representing final velocity. So, anyhow we have to replace this value. As you know, since v equal to u plus at by first equation of motion, so putting this value, we can write half u plus, we have to replace this v. Why? Because in second equation of motion there is v is not mentioned here. So, we have to replace it. It is, you can write u plus at. Okay, because you can see v equal to u plus at. So, when you replace v, you can write u plus at into t. Okay. Now, you can see u plus u, it is actually 2u plus at into t. Okay. Now, outside this bracket there is 1 by 2 and t. So, multiply the two terms, this and this, by half t. Okay. Actually, this is 1 by 2 and this is t. So, we have to multiply these two terms by half t, okay, or 1 by 2 t. So, you can write like this, 2u into 1 by 2 t plus at into 1 by 2 t. So, we multiply both terms by half t. Okay. So, we can cancel 2 2. So, this is ut and this is at into half t, means at into t. This is, you can write this 1 by 2 at into t, that is a t square. Okay. 2 and 2 cancel. So, you can write ut plus, you can simply write like this, at into t, that is at square upon 2. So, we can write this as 1 by 2 at square, and here it is s. So, you can see it is our required expression. In this expression, s means displacement or distance covered, u means initial velocity, t means time, and a means acceleration of the body, and here again t is representing. Okay. So, this is second equation of motion, and in this way you can derive second equation of motion by graphical method. Okay. Now, you can again take a screenshot of it. Okay, students, now this class is over today, and we will discuss third equation of motion by graphical method in the next class. Thank you, students.